If you've been thinking about creating in the digital space, but you haven't really pulled the trigger yet, then this video is for you. Hi, my name is Mike McFadden. I'm a high school teacher and a YouTuber, and when I was younger, I really liked to create movies. It was a hobby of mine. This took a number of different shapes. When I was really young, I used my dad's old VHS camcorder to create stop motion animation. When I was a little bit older, in middle school, I created Jackass style videos. When I was a little bit older, I created sort of like nature travel videos. I even recorded a bear once. Now, I have no idea why my dad let me chase after a black bear in the Porcupine Mountains in Minnesota, but I did. And then when I was a little bit older in college, I used the video making skills that I had acquired to create sports highlight reels for the lacrosse team that I played on. Now, I was born in 1985, which puts me in sort of a unique position because I remember pre-internet, at least widespread consumer internet, but I'm also young enough that I am still sort of considered a digital native. Now, twice when I was younger, I spent over $500, which for me was an incredible amount of money, and is still an incredible amount of money, to buy a camcorder. Now, the first one, I have to check my notes, the first one was a Sony Handycam CCD TRV37. Now this was a high 8 cam, so this was pre-digital, and it recorded to sort of tiny little tapes. And then the next camera that I got was also a Sony Handycam. It was a DCR HC46. Now each time that I got this camera, it almost immediately became deprecated because there was some newer, shinier model that could do better things. Now this always frustrated me for two reasons, because I felt like I can't make anything creative on this old piece of junk. It's not gonna look professional. And to a certain degree that was actually kind of true. It was really a pain to edit on non-digital video because you had to sort of transfer everything in real time. And then also in the early days, the software and the hardware was really buggy. So you could spend like literally hours and hours trying to edit down a 5-minute clip, and then like it just wouldn't work. After all of that effort and energy, like you just couldn't get it exported. There was also no way to share it, which was kind of frustrating as well. But at the same time, that excuse was total BS. I really just use it because I was feeling lazy and really didn't want to create. Now, yesterday, I shot a vlog and did it entirely on my mobile device, which I sort of knew intuitively that was possible, but I never actually done it. And it just sort of blew me away when I thought about the amount of money and effort and energy that I used to spend on video production. This thing that I carry with me in my pocket that really I use for a mode of communication is also vastly superior to the thousands of dollars of equipment that I used to have to buy in order to create video. And the production value is just orders of magnitude better. Now it's sort of impossible to use the cost of hardware and equipment as an excuse not to create. Something that you probably already have in your pocket is available to you. There's software that's free to use, free to download in order to create in a way that was never possible before. And then more importantly, there's a distribution mechanism that is also free to use that can reach a potential audience of billions of people. My point here is that don't let hardware or really any excuse get in the way of you being creative, especially in this digital realm. To hammer home this point, there was an old ad from Radio Shack that was floating around the internet a little while back, and it featured things like camcorders, televisions, home telephones, mobile telephones, sort of in the early days, voice recorders, all of these consumer electronics that are now sort of bundled into this little rectangle right here. And so it's amazing the progress that we have made, and it's amazing what technology that pretty much everybody has access to. If you're watching this video, chances are you probably have the ability to create a video just like it. So why would you want to, create something? Well, amazing things happen when you do it. For one, it just flexes your creative muscles and it allows you to think in new and interesting ways. It also gives you skills that are actually quite useful and valuable and marketable in today's economy. The ability to produce images that can share a message, to cut video together, to be comfortable on screen are all really important skills these days, no matter what field you go into. But then another thing really interesting happens. When you put your work out into the world, you can make connections with people that you never really thought that you would. In my third vlog, so just my third vlog, I did an episode on baseball cards, and the artist of the baseball card actually left a comment on my video. And it was very clear that this person didn't just leave a comment because he saw that I had tagged his name. He actually watched it because he referenced a thing that I said in the video that was at least halfway through. So if you are a creative person and you're interested in video making, image editing, audio production, start making. There's no reason not to. You can do it on the device that you already have, and you can put it out into the world. So if you're trying to do something good, where you're being your authentic self and putting something good into the world, just think about the fact that those who care probably don't matter, and those who matter don't really care in a negative way. They probably want to see you do the things that you're doing, and they'll be way more supportive. And then you might have this lucky serendipity of connecting with people that you otherwise never would have had the opportunity to. All right, so use this video as an excuse to get out there and start making, share your creativity with the world. Thanks a lot. We'll catch you next time.